Matthew strengthening into a hurricane in the Caribbean. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Focus. You need it to run a business, so don't let legal questions distract you. Use LegalZoom instead. Things like lease agreements and employment laws get complicated, but they're part of running a business. That's why LegalZoom built a network of independent attorneys in 48 states. You can rely on them for the legal details without paying by the hour, since LegalZoom isn't a law firm. So focus on growing your business and use LegalZoom for the legal stuff. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
A home burglary happens every 13 seconds. Ring Video Doorbell has been proven to stop burglaries before they happen by allowing you to see and speak to anyone at your door using your smartphone from anywhere. And now you can build a ring of security around your entire home, adding Ring's wireless weatherproof stick-up cam. With Ring, you'll know anytime anyone steps onto your property. For a limited time, listeners to this station get up to $150 off the Ring of Security Kit. Go to ring.com/info. That's ring.com/info.
We want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
And now it's time for the voice.
Don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I want you to get up right now.
Go to the window,
Open it.
stick your head out and yell.
Hated man! Top of the world!
The voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin.
You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams. I've been anything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Like Mussolini and Kennedy, I'm the cult of personality, the cult of personality, the cult of personality.
Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome to the Voice of Ocala. I'm Tom Schmitz, coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just outside the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall in the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida. You know what? Every day that it gets closer, I realize now that I'm not going to be able to say that opening but one more time. Tomorrow will be the last day I get to open the show saying the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida. It is the Brick City Beautiful, though, and I'm going to miss my time being the guy who, one of the people anyway, the newspaper, of course, does a great job. Some of these coalitions for government that were started around town, they do a pretty good job at trying to hold people's feet to the fire, but I kind of like the last couple of years where I had put a lot of effort into getting to know local politics, getting to know the issues of local politics, and bringing a voice to local politics that I'm not going to be able to do after tomorrow. I'm working on some things, so I may be able to do it after tomorrow, but certainly after tomorrow, the run at WOCA will come to an end, where it's been a good 5 years, and for the last 2 years, I really got interested. And I tell you what the catalyst was. And I keep bringing this up, and people, I'm sure, get tired of it ad nauseum. But I'll tell you what the catalyst was, and I've always said where I stood on the issue. I was for the issue, of course. But that wasn't what angered me. And I'm telling you what I'm talking about. When I decided that local politics was something I needed to take an interest in and do my homework in and hold local politicians accountable, was during the New York Yankees fiasco, when the Yankees were trying to bring the Class A league Tampa Yankees here. That's when I saw how badly that was handled by all parties, by the way. I've always said that I don't think the city council and the mayor sold it correctly. I know that, in my opinion, I know in my heart that the county commission were petulant little children who didn't even get invited to the negotiations. So how dare you? You can disagree with me all you want, but they were petulant little children over the issue, in my opinion. The fact that 5 people decided that they knew better than the voters of Marion County, which really means their ass was scared that it would pass, and they would get egg on their face. That's what it really means, in my opinion. But that's when I really got fired up about politics, because I'm a huge minor league baseball fan, and I thought that the economic driver that would be one of the most recognizable brands, not just sports brands, but brands worldwide, and it was not going to cost the county a dime to see whether the voters would back it or not. And I'm not saying they would. Hey, if they had been voted down in that special election, well, we tried, and the voters spoke, and that's what we have to live with. But for 5 people to say they weren't even going to put a situation on the ballot when the bill for the election, because that was their thing. Well, we're not going to pay for a special election. Okay, here's the money. Let's have the special election. Once that happened, no, we're not even going to do. No, it's a bad deal. We're not even going to let you vote on it. Who are you? And that's what when I thought that those 5 made a dictatorial decision, that's when I decided to get fired up about politics. Went through a city election cycle that saw a man get replaced on city council that I've made no bones about, as a friend of mine. I thought that he got caught up in some issues that weren't of his blame, but election cycles being what they were, some people wanted him out. They got behind a candidate, and he was voted out. Matthew Wardell, who was the maestro of the symphony and the city councilman, by all accords now is doing an admirable job. I just wish Matthew had ran this cycle instead of when it comes up for election again, instead of against John McLeod. But that's politics. I also took a lot of umbrage with the lies that were spread about people running. I have no say in who you vote for, who you don't vote for. But I took exception to outright lies that were put out there, and I took exception to people who were playing Oz behind the green curtain and trying to control elections to get what they wanted. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss being a voice that maybe isn't the one that the masses want to hear, but need to hear. Case in point with this situation with the chief of police. A lot of people have put rhetoric out there saying he's got to go, he's done this, he's done. First off, nobody's been proved. None of the complaints have been proven to be accurate. That's first. But no one was talking about that one of the complainants was a person who beat a guy up at a nightclub and was reprimanded for doing so by losing their position on SWAT, losing 30 hours of pay, and losing their position as a training officer. Nobody's talking about that. I don't know why. But these are the kind of things I'm going to miss that I was able to bring during my tenure here at the Voice of Ocala. I think it's going to be something that we need. We need community voices. We need community activity. And I hope that I can continue to do this in the future. I've started a Facebook group called Common Sense Politics. I know that's an oxymoron. It's a public group here in Ocala. Just go to Tom Schmidt's Facebook page. You should be able to find it pretty easy by looking through my Facebook page. I think you can link to it pretty easy that way. But it's Common Sense Politics. I know that's an oxymoron. Every time I say that and people walk by the window, I say common sense politics, and they turn around and look at me like, are you crazy? What is that? And that's a problem in the world today, is we don't know whether that's the right thing or not. So those are the things I'm going to miss here at the Voice of Ocala. I'm going to miss on a daily basis the back and forth with Buddy Martin. Buddy and I, for 5.5 years, have been in radio together, for 5 years at the Voice of Ocala, and We started out as host and board op. Went to host and a guy that every now and then could talk on the microphone to host and co-host. And it's not always been pretty. Buddy and I, as everyone who's watched listened to the show for 5 years knows, Buddy and I do not see eye to eye on everything. Sports-wise even. As the heated conversation on Tuesday where he was adamant that LSU is one of the 3 or 4 premier jobs in the country, and I don't think it's as good a job as Florida State. Buddy thinks I'm wrong. I think Buddy's wrong. And we're not afraid to tell each other that we think we're wrong. I'm going to miss that. It is home week. There's a lot of people coming in and out all week. Today, another intern called me today, said he's going to try to stop by. Hopefully he'll be able to get in here and stop by today. Hunter Turner, I'm going to miss Hunter Turner. 5 years I've been going to golf tournaments with Hunter. So just a lot of things I'm going to miss. I hadn't talked much. We've talked about what we're going to miss. I've let Buddy talk about what he's going to miss. But I'm very proud of the show Buddy Martin created and that he allowed me to help him with. I go back and think about all the things that we've done on this show, and we'll do this when Buddy Martin gets here. I'm not going to do them all. I go back and think about the things we've done on this show and just the fun we've had and the growth that I've made and the ability to grow that Buddy Martin has allowed me to have behind the microphone on this show. Just a lot of emotions. And it all came to, I'm sorry to drone on, but when I was doing the opening, I thought, this is the next to the last time you're going to be able to say the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll take your calls, 622-9622. What's your favorite moment, if you have one, of the Voice of Ocala? What was your favorite segment? What was your favorite program? What do you think was one of the best things we did? Let me know. Let us know. 622-9622. We'll take your calls at this time out. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life. From everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's National Magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz.
Hi, I'm State Farm agent Angie Lewis. Come see me and my team for all your insurance and financial needs in the beautiful downtown historic district, 416 East Fort King Street, or call 291-2444.
Commercial Bank approval. Vehicle purchase price of fixed rate alone.
Keep calm and drive on, Ocala.
Chris Spears here from Prestige Auto Sales. All the negative news and political pandering is driving me nuts. What's worse is listening to it while commuting in a car you hate. That's why we want to help you get out of your old ride.
So you can keep calm and drive on.
Even if you've heard no before, at Prestige Auto Sales, we want to make your transportation problems a thing of the past. Past credit problems?
Keep calm and drive on.
Owe too much on your trade?
Keep calm and drive on.
Think you can't get approved?
Keep calm and drive on.
Our For the People credit approval process is the best. We work harder to get you approved, so you can keep on keeping on.
It's easy because it works. We can get almost anyone approved. But hurry, this deal's over once we've helped 83 people get approved. I'm Chris Spears, your dealer for the people.
Visit Prestige Auto Sales today on Highway 200 in Ocala, or see all the cars at prestigeforyou.com. Or call 694-1234. Yes, 694-1234. See you at Prestige.
This is Kendall Carpenter with Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. I want to introduce you to the finest equestrian opportunity available. If you love horses and enjoy Central Florida's mild climate and rich rolling landscape, come explore Golden Ocala. Bridle trails weave their way through this stunningly beautiful community of stately homes. Our state-of-the-art equestrian center will meet all of your equestrian needs with style. Visit us at goldenocala.com.
Guess what, Ocala? The first of the gorgeous fall color is here, and it's at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Let's start with Bob's famous heirloom camellias. Thousands to choose from. These sun and shade-loving beauties usually sell for a low $19.99. But if you buy 2 or more, they're just $15 each. This week, Bob has Florida blueberries on BOGO. Buy one, get one free. And listen, there's a final closeout on crepe myrtles. All colors and sizes up to 75% off. And it's the last week of the BOGO on trees. Buy one, get one just like it at half price. Check out all these specials for this week at BobWinesCameliaGardens.net. Then hurry on over to Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just a mile east of 441. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, green and growing in the same place since 1952. We'll see you there.
Until you go into Automax, Marion County's #1 pre-owned dealer for over 15 years, and see their upfront pricing and how Automax puts their low outlet price, along with the Carfax and complete vehicle information on the window of every single vehicle. Then, and only then, can you take advantage of great finance offers, like rates from 2% with 0 down, and no payments for 90 days with loan approval. View all these great prices and vehicles on the corner of 17th and Easy Street. Automax. Quality cars, outlet prices.
Are you a list maker? Got your day planner laid out to structure your day? Well, here's something to add to your list. Make time for something really important. Visit Highland Memorial Park, because how you prepare for that moment is so important. Why Highland? Sure, it's a beautiful place, but aside from the beauty and the quiet reflection, practical people will appreciate the many options. Take a tour and make some serious plans. The Highland staff will confidentially show you all options and payment plans. Call today, 369-1020. Highland Memorial Park. Peace and reflection for your family.
Welcome back to the program, Voice of Ocala. I'm Buddy Martin, joining the show in progress after Tom opened it up. By the way, Tom, you're wrong about opening the show tomorrow. We will both be opening the show tomorrow.
You'll be. I'm gonna figure out how to run the board.
In 5 years, you might got the board operating. And what we'll be doing is we'll be opening and closing it together.
Yeah, which is how we started the show 5 years ago. But it hit me today that today, I guess, or tomorrow maybe, will be the last time I get to say the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida.
No, you can say it all you want to. You just won't have it on this program.
Right, that's what I mean. On this program.
Yeah, on this program. Yeah, exactly.
I won't be able to say the palatial studios of WOCA Radio in the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida.
By the way, we've always prided ourselves on one thing we've always said on this show. The Voice of Ocala is about mediocre hosts
and great guests.
And today we have one.
We have Commissioner-elect Michelle Stone in the building with us. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Commissioner.
Commissioner-elect.
Yeah, hi, Commissioner-elect.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here, but it's a sad occasion.
We didn't die. We just
just can't imagine what's gonna.
I think people are always wanting to give us a eulogy, buddy.
Maybe they're just kind of glad to get rid of us. I don't know.
Oh no, not at all. But it's good to be here this afternoon and be the next to the last show.
Yeah.
For a little while with you guys this afternoon.
Now I got more time to just go hang out in Michelle's office at the bank. That's what it is, buddy.
And you do that often. The door is always open.
By the way, he wasn't there today because he had a courier take his check over there for him.
Oh, yeah, and thanks to the courier, too. I appreciate that.
Somebody that I know well.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah. Usually it's somebody much prettier than him, like Miss Joni.
So I got the duty today. So I want to go out this way, and you can just go along with us. When Johnny Carson said goodbye, he had Bette Midler singing to him, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's who had Bette Midler sing to it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the commissioner-elect can sing, you think?
I see Michelle shaking her head in the affirmative.
She can't.
Aren't you from Palatka?
I am from
All
Palatka.
people from Palatka can sing.
Well, I moved away when I was pretty young.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, so
this is the first time I realized, and I knew you were, but I had never put two. Even though I knew where you were born, I forgot you were from Pelaca.
She's a Putnam County Rose, man.
County,
You
that's
know what you understand? All right, so we know that you've been busy at the bank. We see you over there from time to time. We've been there a couple of times recently. Wonderful party we had there for Coach Spurrier, and that night that was terrific. A lot of great folks, and a wonderful article written by Brad Rogers, who's in the Star Banner. And you, now you've been actually you and Charlie, you balance this life. You got Charlie's in Tallahassee. You're here. You're helping run the bank. You guys are a busy couple.
We love Marion County,
Yeah.
and enjoy representing Marion County wherever we are, and looking forward to being so on the county commission come November the 15th. For me,
And for all those people that are wondering, I'll hold Commissioner Stone's feet to the fire just like I would any other commissioner.
I was thinking I might be getting out pretty easy here.
Tom, you're the least of her worries, okay?
Oh, believe me, I know what she's going into.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm the least of her worries.
You're not even a flea on an elephant to her right now.
No. But see, never mind. See, there's so many things I could say about the elephant joke. I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah, but nonetheless, good luck. I know you do well. I know you'll have a terrific time there. And, of course, please get us straightened out, will you? What you got, Tom?
I got phone calls.
All right, go.
Got all kind of caller. Hi, caller. Who's this? Hello, caller. Well, that caller's gone. Let's try this one. Hi, caller. Who's this? Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
This is Tony. My wife and I met you. We're from originally from South Florida, and my son was a firefighter with the city of Ocala.
Yeah.
And we're going to miss your show. Everybody's done a great job.
Well, we appreciate it. We're getting a lot of those phone calls. We appreciate you listening to us, and appreciate your kind words.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We're out of town. We're out of town. Well, I don't know what happened. Why is the show ending?
We came to a mutual agreement with the folks here at WOCA that change was in the air, and we just that was an agreement we made with the folks here, and everybody. There's no hard feelings. There's no ill feelings. We're just moving on to different things in our lives, and so is WOCA. So it's going to be good for everybody involved.
Well, that's our loss. So thank you very much for the time that you guys were here.
Thanks, Tony.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah, people are asking a lot of questions.
Everybody's asking what happened.
And what
Nothing
happened. You go through cycles of things. Tom always kids about everything he's ever had is a 5-year deal. This show, however, has gone on. We worked together for almost 5.5 or 6. But, whether it's his relationships or his job. Mine's 7, by the way. 7.5 is right where I am. But, you've just done this, Michelle. You just come to a point in your life. What made you decide to run for county commission? You tried something new, right?
I did. I found where I thought I could bring value into an area, and that was my decision.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, you just changed jobs and gone to work at Gateway Bank. That was a new change for you.
It was.
Probably just been elected to the legislature. So the Stones have had a lot of change.
We have, yeah, and I'm a little melancholy with some, I have to say, I love my position with Gateway. I love what I do, and life is going to change, but I'm also really excited about the opportunity that I'm going to have to, like I said, bring value to the board, and I believe have a positive impact on our community in a larger way.
Speaking of change, you don't have to respond to this. Tom and I would say we need a change there on that board. So,
Tom said it loudly.
It's not. Well, I'm just making a reference here, not because I'm attacking anybody. It was needing to be changed. There's change needed, and and I'm glad it's coming because we definitely need it here at the county commission. I know you'll do a great job too, as well. So
2/5 of the board have changed because one man chose not to run again for a position, and then Michelle won against the incumbent in her race. So 2/5 of it's changed, but that still leaves 3. And like Daniel Owen said, 3 votes will be the good idea anytime. So
you're quoting Daniel Owen, and unfortunately, he's not one of those on the board. But nonetheless, you're right. It's difficult when you're talking about people's money that you're spending, and you want to be progressive, I would imagine, and you want to build infrastructure. There's lots of things the money could go for. And yet, by seeing there's a fiscal responsibility where you have to watch the dollars. So, how do you strike that balance?
Well, first and foremost, you put the good of the community first and prioritize what do we really need. And I'm going to have a big learning curve, no doubt. But I do believe digging into those numbers are going to be a strength that I'll be able to bring to help identify some areas that we can make some changes in. And, always what's best for this community first and foremost. And, what's best and foremost is that we spend it wisely and we operate with as little as we can to provide the services that we definitely need here.
Mm-hmm. Spend wisely and don't overspend.
That's right. And, I've had that opportunity being a small business owner with my husband. We've been in business for 26 years, and it's not come by not making mistakes that we've learned from also.
Yeah, and that's the best education.
Indeed.
Just don't make them a second time and you're good.
That's right.
Although I've been known to make them a couple times myself here and there. But you live and learn.
Some people say 5.5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting, and the dynamics of the board will play a big impact on the future of this community. And we'll wish us all well. So
I have Tuesday mornings off now. I can go to sit at a commission meeting. I can actually go because I'm no longer a media member. I can go up and say, Tom Schmitz, give my address and tell them what I really think.
Yeah, they'll be thrilled to hear that.
Well, and there is some opportunity on some boards also, Tom.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he's.
I like to tell people how to do things, not actually go and do things.
He's a trivia star, so you don't have to worry about that. And by the way, it's not cushy enough for Tom.
Thank you.
Everything's got to be cushy.
Thank you.
It's always got to be about him.
If we could have some of those boards, those community boards at the golf course, I might be part of that.
I don't sit where they meet.
All right. We'll take a break.
Thanks, Commissioner.
Thank you guys for having me, and I wish you both the best, and I look forward to hearing what your future holds for Marion County also.
WOCA, the source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, the source.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, condition, and availability. Savings vary.
Do you experience redness or flushing with acne-like bumps on your face? If so, you may have rosacea. Rosacea is often worsened by very hot or very cold weather, wind, and certain foods. RedStar Medical Research in Ocala is conducting a research study to compare a marketed cream to an investigational cream for adults with moderate to severe rosacea. Call RedStar Medical Research at 352-629-5800 for more information. A prior diagnosis is not required. Qualified participants receive investigational medication and study care at no cost. Compensation for time and travel may be provided. Learn more about this rosacea study. Call RedStar Medical Research at 352-629-5800. Again, that number is 352-629-5800. Visit them at www.redstar.net and like them on Facebook.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. More details out on the commuter train crash in New Jersey, which left 1 woman dead, 108 injured, some critically.
The engineer who was operating the train was also critically injured. He is at a local hospital and cooperating with law enforcement officials.
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie in Hoboken at a press conference just now with New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who says the cause is not yet known.
The train obviously came in at
too high a rate of speed. It didn't stop. It went through the barriers.
7 Afghan military students training in the U.S. in 4 different states have been absent without leave since earlier this month, according to a Navy commander who told the Columbus Ledger-Inquirer that officials have in the past uncovered some plans to go AWOL. California looking to ban farmers from spraying pesticides into the air near schools and daycare centers, and Matthew strengthening into a hurricane in the Caribbean. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Focus. You need it to run a business, so don't let legal questions distract you. Use LegalZoom instead. Things like lease agreements and employment laws get complicated, but they're part of running a business. That's why LegalZoom built a network of independent attorneys in 48 states. You can rely on them for the legal details without paying by the hour, since LegalZoom isn't a law firm. So focus on growing your business and use LegalZoom for the legal stuff. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
A home burglary happens every 13 seconds. Ring Video Doorbell has been proven to stop burglaries before they happen by allowing you to see and speak to anyone at your door using your smartphone from anywhere. And now you can build a ring of security around your entire home, adding Ring's wireless weatherproof stick-up cam. With Ring, you'll know anytime anyone steps onto your property. For a limited time, listeners to this station get up to $150 off the Ring of Security kit. Go to ring.com/info. That's ring.com/info.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, loss proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
The hit movie is now a Broadway musical, and you can see it live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater September 8th through October 2nd. Join Violet, Dora Lee, Judy, and all the girls in the office as they teach the big boss a lesson. Filled with music and big laughs, 9 to 5 is great fun. Call Ocala Civic Theater at 352-236-2274. Don't miss it. 9 to 5.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m.
Back on the Voice of Ocala. Actually, just, what is this? Another half hour. We got only tomorrow. Are we going to go 2 hours left?
2 hours tomorrow. I have confirmation that Joe Martone, Dan Martone will both be in studio. We may even have a drop in from our good friend John Lombardi from King Cookie. He's talked about coming by, because he. I
think we'll have Dr. Morris is coming by tomorrow.
Dr. Morris will be by tomorrow.
I hope Jake will.
She going to psychoanalysis us?
No, that would take too long.
Well, it's only a 2-hour show. That's what I'm saying.
So,
I got a well wish from a very good partner of ours for the whole time we've been here. Joe Donnelly says that Thanks for the show. He really enjoyed the show the 5 years it was on. He listened to it all the time, and that's at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. And he says, good luck in whatever endeavors we choose to do going forward.
You know, we got tomorrow, and if we haven't done it, we need to call Chris Spears.
He is I talked to him today. He is in Arizona at a national volleyball tournament that his daughter's team, St. John's, got invited to because they were state champions. So they got invited out there. He's in Phoenix, Arizona at a big national volleyball tournament. That's Winslow, Arizona. He's in Phoenix. But he called me today and to wish us well. And I said, well, we're calling you tomorrow. Well, that's right. So.
Yeah, we'll open up the lines for anybody who might not have gotten through. I've got a lot of nice text messages, emails, Facebook posts.
And everybody wants to know what we're going to do going forward. And, this is not – by the way, I want to clear something up because somebody asked me earlier today, so he got fired? No, we didn't get fired. Nobody got fired. There's nothing like that. It was an agreement between the good folks here at WOCA, the Martone family, and Buddy Martin and myself that it was just time for a change. Nobody got fired. There's no salacious story. Everybody, how bad is that about where we are in life, Buddy? Everybody wants to know there's got to be something dirty going on. It's really not that at all.
Well, I think it's just anytime there's an abrupt change, and this was kind of abrupt.
It was kind of.
After 5 years, people want to know what was the story. And look, it doesn't matter where you are and what job you're in or where you do this radio. I've done radio a long time. You always have differences of opinion all the time. That's not anything new.
You and I have differences of opinion on the radio.
No, we don't.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, like LSU being a better job than Florida State. But anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, the bottom line is that people want to know when there's an abrupt change. And we've been thinking about this for a while. What's new? What's different? What do we need to do? We have a syndicated show. For those people who asked, and I told the Star Banner, Carlos Medina, who earlier spoke to myself, and I believe spoke to Dan Martone, too.
He did. Somehow, Tom Schmitz got left out of that interview. I don't know how that was.
Well, why don't you call him up and tell him?
I have something probative. I have something probative to say that Buddy Martin's terrible, and he's.
So do you want to stop and do that now? In the middle of my story?
Need to go to the labor board.
Okay. I know. Once again, they don't know this show's all about Tom. They just don't quite get that, So, in fact, the next show you do should be all about Tom. That's what it should be called.
I'll call it the Buddy Martin Show.
Yeah, all about Tom. So where was I? I forgot.
You were talking about change and Carlos
Medina. The point being that Carlos asked me about, would this be the end of our rest? And no, we're still going to do Southern Pigskin. That show is a show that's syndicated in 9 markets. And so we'll be doing that show. It's a weekly show. And it may expand at some point, but it's been done for 2 years, and we're planning to continue to do that. I'm not sure if it'll be in the back of my SUV or yours, but no, we'll be doing it.
And there was a broom closet available at your house.
Could be, as you'll hear in the next hour. And the deal being that, and Carlos said, do you think you'll be in the Ocala market? I have no idea. There are a lot of stations on the Southern Pigskin Network. I think we'll be living here, but I said, where will be the flagship station for that show? I don't know. We'll see.
Could be, like you said, the back of our SUV.
Could be.
This show was produced in the back of the Cadillac SUV.
Yeah. Let me just say, by the way, the Martones have been very generous about that.
They have been very, very generous about letting us produce that show
come here and do this, and so we appreciate it very much. So that's that story. Let's not get off on this too much. I mean, let's talk about the good times we've had here, 5 years, what's taken place. This afternoon, the lines are open now at 622-9622 if you want to call in and make a comment. We're glad to take those.
What's been your favorite segment or moment on the show if you got a call for that? Like, a lot of people forgot, Buddy, you and I didn't forget, but we hadn't done it in a while. Faker Factoid was a huge hit. People liked Faker Factoid.
I think so. We put a lot of effort in that.
People like seeing me get destroyed in Faker Factoid.
You did pretty good. Because you are such an expert in trivia and you're very good at it, people expect you to know everything, which, by the way, you put the word out that you did. Just so people know that. That's the reason why.
One of the greatest stories about Faker Factoid was the Angie Lewis angle.
Yes, we set you up good.
Unbeknownst to me, for those that don't know this story, unbeknownst to me, I had gotten really up on my high horse. I know that's amazing to think I was on my high horse, but about how good I was at Fake or Factoid. So Buddy and Angie got together.
No, Angie had nothing to do with it. I set it up.
Right, you set it up. Kind of did like a quiz show, like a 21 on me, didn't you? For those that don't get the reference of 21.
Yeah. Well, no, we just gave her the answers.
That's what I mean. Well, that's what they did in 21, didn't they?
Well, yeah.
They gave them the 20. They gave them the answers.
Yeah. So anyway, and by the way, Angie's out there. She's busy. I hope she will come by or call. I think she's out of town these next couple of days. So we certainly want to get her on before we leave tomorrow because she was such a big part of this show. She's been on it for 5 years. She's been a great sponsor on this show. And let's not forget our sponsors, too. We've had people with us all the way.
Oh, yeah. Chris Spears, Prestige Auto.
Rentstar.
Rentstar's been with us. Golden Ocala's been with us the whole time.
Gateway Bank.
Marks. Cindy
Kevin
Nicholson
McDonald,
and Marks.
Kevin McDonald, high school football.
Oh, yeah. HDG Hotels.
HDG Hotels. We could go on.
What about Chef Dave? I miss that guy because he brought food in all the time.
We had a great time on that restaurant.
Chef Dave.
Show. Yeah, restaurant. So I'm going to be tonight at an opening for the new Southern Kitchen.
And Whiskey Bar, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know the full name. I texted Cindy Nichols, but I know it's called Southern Kitchen. And I hear the word tells me that there's some really good food in that restaurant. So we're going to find out more about that tonight. We'll be able to give you a little bit of a preview or review tomorrow when we get back. Be some folks out there we'll be visiting with. So these are the kind of things. I got a chance to go to La Cuisine the other night and visited with Elodie and Patrice. Had a wonderful meal there. Just have enjoyed them a lot. Aidensby Sandbar Grill, a lot of fun to go down there, folks who haven't been there.
Brick City Southern Kitchen and Whiskey Bar.
That's right.
There you go.
Brick City. So there you go. You get to say that again.
Brick City Southern Kitchen and Whiskey Bar.
Yeah. So we met Todd. I got a call from Todd today saying, "Hey, I'm glad you can make it," and whatever.
It's in the old melting pot location.
He said, "I'm glad you could come. Please don't bring Tom." Other than that, so
they have like 180 different whiskeys and bourbons, so it's probably a good thing Tom's not going.
So let's go to the lines. And by the way, they're open to you. Call 622-9622. Who you got, Tom?
Hi, caller. Who's this? It's Alex. Hey, buddy. How are you?
I just want to say you will be sincerely missed.
Hey, we'll miss you too, buddy. Hey, thanks for the call,
By the way,
Alex.
I want to say to Alex before he hangs up, thank you for that wonderful video you put together on our Facebook page of all the moments. It was really well done, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Alex.
And thanks for keeping Tom straight with the camera. So
I just wanted to do something new special for you because
we love you too, buddy.
Love you guys.
We love you too, buddy. Hey, thanks, Alex.
And by the way, folks, if you haven't seen it, go to my Facebook page.
It's on my Facebook page, yours.
See the little video. He took all the pictures. There's a couple of moments in there that shook you up.
He took some pictures, and he went back and got pictures from when we were in the old studio from 5 years ago.
And there was JJ and all his glory.
There was some pictures. There's some pictures. I mean, there was. I'd forgot we had Olympic champion and world record holder Brittany Bowe in studio.
Right.
He got Dash Winningham, who's playing in Double-A right now for the Mets.
Right.
Not hitting home runs like Tim Tebow, but Dash is hitting home runs, by the way, a lot.
Yeah, he's a big, powerful guy.
So, but there was a lot of good moments. That's the thing. If you had to, buddy, and I'm putting you on the spot here, but if you had to think of one time that you thought was one of the more special times in the 5 years, could you do it? Could you do it without much thought into it? Something pop into your head?
I had to pick one or two moments, but I think it's. Just when you get to those milestones, you do something. I remember the night at the old building when we were without much internet, except we had our phones, and I introduced you to something called Twitter, and we heard about one of the players of Florida getting kicked off the team. We had no correspondent, and we were able to piece together through bits and pieces on Twitter what was going on in Gainesville on a breaking story. I thought, this is a new age now. We got something here we can do. That was a great moment for me. I think there were times, and certainly the day Terry Bradshaw came in here and sat down.
That was fantastic.
That was probably my high point, him to come in here, and he was great. He was so tired. I dragged him up to Jacksonville, dragged him to Tampa, came back in here, and you'd started the show. He was out.
And when he walked in the door.
And when he walked in and sat down and the red light went on, he was fantastic.
He kicked the door open and said, "Hello, ladies," to me and Tom James.
Yeah.
I think, and not to get all choked up again here, but I think my most special moment, and I think I should give a thank you to you, but definitely thank you to Brendan Martin, your son, was the day that you told me, come on this side of the table. Let them run the board. You come over here next to me in the co-host chair and become the guy. That was at the old studio. And because your son had said, Dad, you and Tom need to both be in front of the camera, not just you. And that day was, aside from my father telling me it was time to go hunt to go hide the Easter eggs instead of staying in the house to hunt them like kids. That was one of those moments in my life that was pretty big for me.
The greening of Tom Schmitz for sure, and it was a good day for us. I was going to say something smart like, okay, I'm to blame for that. But no, it's been a good move, and you've done an excellent job. You have done. I'm proud of your growth. I've said this to you before personally. I'm proud of what you've learned in this business, the person that you are, and most of all, and I'm really proud of the work that you've done when you put your mind to something and you really care about it. And we know you care about football and all this stuff, but to become a student of local politics as you have, far beyond what I did, because I got you involved early age, and I kind of stepped back, and you dug in your heels, and you just didn't go a lot of blunderbuss on the.
Well, you got to do your homework.
But I mean, people go on and they rail against politicians, think they're doing something. What I liked about it was you got the minutes of the city council meeting and the county commission meetings, and you read them, and you talked to people, and you made observations that were intelligent and well researched and somewhat documented. And I think that was really impressive. That was the most impressive thing you've done. So,
well, I appreciate that. Right before we go to break, we got one more call. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Hi, this is Jay.
Hey, Jay. I remember Jay brought me a birthday cake. Remember Jay brought me a birthday cake.
We had a special moment with Jay, remember?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Jay brought
I'm going to miss you guys. I can't believe you're going to be off the air.
Yeah, well, we'll probably be in Timbuktu or something, who knows, or in Africa. But Jay, you were part of the show early on. You always were good about texting me information when you know it, and you're on top of the situation here in the city, and you were very thoughtful to bring Tom a birthday cake on that day. And so thank you for guys like you, people like you that really made this show, really. That's what it was all about.
That's what it was about. Hey, Jay, thanks for all you did, and thanks for your loyal listenership.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good. I'm going to miss you guys.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Well, there you go, 622-9622.
Remember he told us his story at Harry's about how he was from San Diego and he was just riding his motorcycle through and found Ocala that way.
And somebody looked at me and said, well, that guy was weird. And I said, not really. Not weird.
He was our correspondent that told us about the
city dump.
No, the controversy about the chairs being taken off the boulevard for the parade.
Right. He was
remember?
A reporter.
Remember.
And by the way, he was, he became a very valuable asset to us in terms of a friend and a pair of eyes out there. But it's guys like Jay that he knew he got us right off the bat. He understood who we were after one day at Harry's. It was a good times at Harry's.
It was great times at Harry's. We were up on the stage originally, then up by the front door.
The day Angie Lewis almost took a header off the stage?
Yeah.
I mean, man.
Then remember we had the mayor's corner, and we had the name tags for the mayor and for the city councilman.
And, the president of the city council,
right.
Daniel Owen.
Daniel Owen, yeah.
All right there. That was wonderful times. And so just a lot of good stuff.
We've had a lot of good times in 5 years.
Yeah, we have. And
we hadn't killed each other yet, so that's a bonus.
Right. Well, anyway, that's the deal. Want to take a break now, or do you want?
Look who's coming. Oh, yeah, we got to take a break.
Where's
this
Hunter?
Guy coming in the room.
Where's Hunter?
It doesn't matter. This guy coming in the room here is just as big a star as Hunter. We'll take a break. Come back. Time after this time out. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson with Verizon. Do you have teenage drivers or elderly parents that drive? I have what you need. It's the new Hum device by Verizon. Plugs directly into your car and sends alerts to your cell phone on the location, speed, and driving habits. And you set boundary alerts. You can call and speak live with an ASC certified mechanic. And if you have an accident and can't respond, Hum will automatically send for help. All this and more for just $10 a month. And if you're in Marion County, I'll even deliver and set it up for free. Call me 352-528-0020.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Jim George will be here. You know him as Professor Gadget, and he's going to answer our questions about gadgets.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events.
And then Mark Treitler is coming on. He's an attorney, and he's written a book called My Dad is an Alcoholic. What About Me?
Ocala Magazine Radio with Kelly Fuqua Hart.
And then Legal Lane with Vanessa Lane Jennings answering legal questions.
Rabbi Yossi Hecht will be in the studio speaking about Rosh Hashanah.
Oy vey, Robin. All of that plus fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live.
Back on the Voice of Ocala, last 5 minutes of the next to last day. And by the way, speaking of whiskey bar, Brick City Southern, would you believe we just got a case of Johnny Walker walking to the door? You know, Johnny Walker is one of our interns that we had here. Another guy who just walked in and said, "Hey, I'd like to try radio." Yeah,
that's right.
And then he vaulted to become a real estate star.
I did. Now
how you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing well.
What you do? Who are you working with?
I actually just switched brokerages.
Yeah?
Yep. So I'm working with a small boutique firm down in Winter Park. And
Winter Park?
Yeah, we're focusing on new construction. So we have a ton of new developments going up on the west side. And
Winter
stuff,
Park's
so.
a beautiful place. My son lived down there for a couple of years.
Yes,
I like that a lot.
It's beautiful. I love it. I never leave. So,
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
We've lost another good one, buddy.
There you go.
Winter.
I don't
blame you. Got to come back to Ocala, Johnny, when you get in your 40s. Hey, by the way, we only got a minute. Any recollection for you, Johnny? You were here. How many months were you here? Like 10 or something?
Yeah, almost a year,
wasn't it?
Almost a year. So, I mean,
any moment when you remember that's unusual or fun or crazy? Or?
It was fun being here, alone, watching people on Friday nights, just doing the football stuff. Some of the crazy people.
Johnny used to tell me
are outside of the window.
Johnny would tell me, he'd say after the next day I'd see me say, "Tom, it's a little scary and crazy around here at 10:30 at night on a Friday."
Yeah, it is. Definitely great people watching. So, we have some people watching right there.
Yeah, well, it's come to an end, and here at least, and we'll see what the future holds. We'll probably still be bopping in and out. We're still going to do high school football, by the way. Yeah, till the end of the season, Friday night. Matter of fact, this Friday, tomorrow night, Bellevue welcomes in Lake Weir. So we'll be live at Bellevue High School, Tom James and myself. And we'll also be hearing Florida State football here, thanks to Triule and the Seminole Boosters Club, whatever. So, all right, Johnny, where did we go wrong? You got a big-time job. We're still, here we are out of work tomorrow. Look, we even got a can.
You're fine.
Thanks to Jim Penna, we got a can of Spam. We can at least eat tomorrow. Before we go off the air, Johnny, do you need a personal driver? Because I'm driving a Cadillac now. I can put you in the back seat. Do you need a personal driver?
I might, actually, one day.
Driving Mr. Walker. It could be a job for me, buddy.
It could. You'd have to come to Orlando.
The new lift, personal lift. Driving Mr. Walker. Yeah. We appreciate you coming in, my friend.
Yes,
and
no problem.
Thanks for what you did for us.
You're welcome. No, thank you.
One thing about it, you did the work, you did the job well, but your personality and your sunny personality really always added a lot to the room.
Thank you. Thank you,
Johnny.
Yes,
okay,
no
that wraps up this hour. And coming up next, it's Southern Pigskin tonight. You want to stay here? It's going to be a good one. A great one. Vern Lundquist, Terry Bradshaw, Coach Spurrier reflecting on the passing of Mr. Palmer. Good show. And Joe Williams doing his pick. Stay tuned next. Coming up right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local, Johnny Walker.
The Source.
This is Kendall Carpenter with Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. I want to introduce you to the finest equestrian opportunity available. If you love horses and enjoy Central Florida's mild climate and rich rolling landscape, come explore Golden Ocala. Bridle trails weave their way through this stunningly beautiful community of stately homes. Our state-of-the-art equestrian center will meet all of your equestrian needs with style. Visit us at goldenocala.com.
Hello, I'm Dawn Lovell, lead event designer and owner at Party Time Rentals. Have you ever wondered what it takes to make an event spectacular? Well, look no further. It's what we do every day. Whether you're hosting an intimate dinner for 10 or a gala for thousands, at Party Time Rentals, we find just the right style and elegance to make your event a success. Our extensive inventory of the finest in chandeliers, tents, crystal, china, and specialty items is featured in our fabulous showroom. Stop by and say hello. It's a great way to get ideas for an event and experience for yourself how you can make your party time special.
Party Time Rentals, located on Southwest 10th Street, just off Route 200 in Ocala, and off Southwest 34th Street in Gainesville. For more information, call 352-629-8858. That's 352-629-8858. The party begins at Party Time.
Are you in the process of planning your wedding reception? Or are you planning that birthday party for someone special? Or maybe you're just looking to throw a party for yourself? Are you in charge of this year's company outing and looking for something fresh and fun to do? Well, KT Entertainment is your answer to all those questions. We provide music, trivia, and karaoke for everybody's enjoyment. If you would like to get in touch with KT Entertainment and find out about our competitive prices, call us at 352-512-2611. That's 352-512-2611. Or you can find us on the web at kt4fun.com. That's KT, the number 4, fun.com. So remember, whether it's a wedding reception, a party, or a company outing, it's KT Entertainment for all your karaoke, trivia, or musical needs.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. So, you used to be wired, now you're just tired. You used to be thin, but now you're the heaviest you've ever been. You don't necessarily always have to take a med if your thyroid is playing dead. If you have a thyroid disorder, an acupuncture visit may be in order. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566.
Looking to put your money to work? Florida Credit Union has a CD special 25 months for 1.41% APY with a $10,000 minimum. Federally insured by the NCUA, a government agency. These rates effective through September 30th. Subject to change at any time. Visit one of Florida Credit Union's convenient locations today or their website, flcu.org, or call 352-237-8222. Don't miss this 25-month CD special. Again, the APY is 1.41%. Act now.
Are you a list maker? Got your day planner laid out to structure your day? Well, here's something to add to your list. Make time for something really important. Visit Highland Memorial Park, because how you prepare for that moment is so important. Why Highland? Sure, it's a beautiful place, but aside from the beauty and the quiet reflection, practical people will appreciate the many options. Take a tour and make some serious plans. The Highland staff will confidentially show you all options and payment plans. Call today, 369-1020. Highland Memorial Park. Peace and reflection for your family.
Until you go into Automax, Marion County's #1 pre-owned dealer for over 15 years, and see their upfront pricing and how Automax puts their low outlet price along with the Carfax and complete vehicle information on the window of every single vehicle. Then, and only then, can you take advantage of great finance offers like rates from 2% with 0 down and no payments for 90 days with loan approval. View all these great prices and vehicles on the corner of 17th and Easy Street. Automax. Quality cars, outlet prices.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
This is Southern Pigskin Tonight with host Buddy Martin on the Southern Pigskin Radio Network.
Hello, welcome to Southern Pigskin Tonight. I'm your host, Buddy Martin, coming to you in the centermost outpost of the Southern Pigskin Radio Network from our WOCA studios here in beautiful Ocala one more time. This is our final week at WOCA as our flagship station, but we'll still be coming to you loud and clear for the rest of the season from somewhere, perhaps another location, TBA, and I'm joined as always by Tom Schmitz. Tom, yeah.
Buddy, I can't wait to see where we'll be doing this show from next week. Is it true we'll be broadcasting from Terry Bradshaw's house on the Big Island?
No, I don't think so.
How about the Big Apple? I love me some New York City.
Yeah, settle down, Tom. For right now, we'll be doing this show from either a broom closet in my house or the back of my SUV or yours. We hope to be able to announce our location next week as we transition to our new quarters on Southern Pigskin Radio Network.
You mean like we don't have a paying job, buddy?
Tom, I told you a long time ago, we don't do this for money. It's for the love of the game, love of the show. It's like being a walk-on.
Oh, you mean like when I was at Georgia Southern?
Yeah, but don't worry. It's all good. Hey, by the way, remember that $5 you borrowed from me 2 years ago? I could sure use it right now.
I think I'm going to go post something on Craigslist.
Okay, don't do that because you'll miss out on this terrific show we got for you. All of our experts giving out some hot picks. It's hard to believe college football is almost halfway over. Wow. As we enter week 5 and September comes to a close, we're already looking at week 4 in the NFL. So things are moving rapidly, and we're starting to focus on the rise and fall of certain teams.
Just like my grandmama always said down on the dairy farm.
Yeah?
The cream is rising to the top, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Fish are cut bait. Stand back and let the big dogs eat.
Your grandmama was quite a colorful lady. She would have loved this show, by the way. Coming up in a moment, our boy TB is back home.
Oklahoma.
Okay, thank you, Gordon McCrae. Yeah, he's in Oklahoma. The Terry Bradshaw football show comes up where TB talks about his theory on why in the world Jameis Winston inexplicably held the ball and never got it off in the Bucs loss to the Rams last week. And we've got Steve Spurrier, the head ball coach, remembering the legendary Arnold Palmer. And you'll be hearing the famous golden throat of college football's Vern Lundquist and what's ahead for him after his 17th and final season on CBS, as well as our fearless forecaster, Joe Williams of Mile High Sports in Denver. He'll weigh in on his picks for week 5. And, of course, the regular guys from Georgia and the dudes of the rectangular table, whatever that is, something like that. In fact, let's go up I-95 right now and hear from the guys from 3 and Out, Kevin Thomas, B.J. Bennett, and Matt Osborne, who can be heard weekdays at 3 p.m. on ESPN Coastal Georgia. Guys, you got some more winners for us?
Thanks, buddy. Good to be here with you on Southern Pigskin tonight as we get ready for another big weekend of college football. Time for our weekly Pick 6 here on the show. I got Matt Osborne, southernpigskin.com here with us. Matt, we start our games off here. Miami on the road at Georgia Tech. Miami, a touchdown favorite on the road at Georgia Tech.
And funny because Miami historically has struggled a little bit in Atlanta. I hate to do this on the first pick, Kevin, but I'm going to go push. I think Miami wins by a touchdown.
That's an interesting thought. I think it could be an interesting game. Georgia Tech did not play well last week against Clemson, had a few extra days to get ready for Miami. I think if you're giving me 7, give me the Yellow Jackets at home there in that one. Florida State is hosting North Carolina, laying 11. 11 points are the Seminoles to North Carolina.
Florida State's defense concerns me. Still, I think even with some of the defensive problems that they're having right now, North Carolina has their own defensive issues. I think Florida State's going to get right. I don't think it's by much, but I will take Florida State with the 11 points.
Yeah, I'll lay the 11 as well. I think Florida State offensively is very good. Defensively have some injuries, have some concerns, but I think at the end of the day, they're good enough to pull away from North Carolina. LSU new coach Ed Orgeron in his first game as head coach at LSU, a 13-point favorite against Missouri there at home in Death Valley.
This one's obviously extremely tough just because of the emotions that are going to be involved. So that makes it difficult. So I'm not even really going to take that into account. I'm just going to say I think Missouri's at least a little bit better than people think. So I think LSU wins, but I do think Missouri will cover.
I'm an LSU wins guy, but I said it last week. I'll stick by it. Does LSU beat anybody by 13 or 14 points? Give me Mizzou getting 13. I still think LSU wins. They just don't blow anybody out. Tennessee is a 3-point favorite on the road in Athens this weekend against Georgia.
I think Georgia does have some serious problems, and I'm not saying that the Dogs aren't a very good team and that they're not capable of winning this game, but right now the front seven has been abysmal. Just absolutely no pass rush. The offensive line has really struggled. So I think with some of those concerns, plus looked like Tennessee found a little bit of something, actually found a lot of bit of something in the second half against Florida. I think Tennessee wins this game. Don't want to say it's a rout, but I think they win it comfortably.
I think Tennessee showed me a little something there in that second half against Florida. It looked like a team that finally started looking like they were a top 5 type, top 6 type football team. Texas A&M, they go on the road to South Carolina. They're a 17.5 point favorite, are the Aggies. 17.5 point favorite against South Carolina.
I know this is going to sound really disrespectful, but I can't see South Carolina scoring more than like 10 points. I'll take Texas A&M.
I think that's a very good argument there as well. I go with you, Matt Osborne. Texas A&M laying the 17.5 in the game of the week in college football. Clemson and Deshaun Watson against Lamar Jackson and Louisville. Louisville, even in Death Valley there, Matt, a 2-point favorite, laying 2 points there to Clemson.
Last time Louisville played an ACC Atlantic foe that was really good in Florida State, and the spread was close. I went with Florida State, and that didn't go well for me, needless to say. Certainly, I couldn't be dumb enough to do that again. Wrong. I am dumb enough, America. I'm taking Clemson. I feel absolutely terrible about this pick, but I'm going to ride Deshaun Watson.
I go opposite. I think Louisville's found a lot of something there with Lamar Jackson. They are really on a roll. Give me Louisville laying the 2 there in Death Valley. That's going to do it for us here, buddy. That's our pick 6 for this week. We send it back to you here on Southern Pigskin tonight.
All right, thanks, guys. In case you folks get dizzy with so many different picks from so many different people over the show, let me simplify this, Tom, by saying that those selections are made at different times during the week, and sometimes you'll hear different point spreads mentioned. For the most part, though, we take our lines midweek from ESPN or CBS Sports.
And sometimes we couldn't get the winner if we knew the outcome in advance.
You got that right. Point taken. I went 3 for 3 last week, remaining just below 500 at 11 and 12 for the season, but I got some winners for you this week. I'll go first. Yeah, I believe I'm taking Tennessee laying the 3.5 at Georgia. I've got Wisconsin plus 10.5 at Michigan. Love that one. North Carolina plus 11.5 at FSU. Taking a lot of points here, Tom. Louisville giving 2.5 at Clemson. And Texas A&M giving 17.5 at South Carolina. And finally, in the NFL, I love me some Denver laying 3 at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and I believed you loved you some Florida getting 7 at Tennessee.
Okay.
I talked you off mortgaging your home, remember?
Yeah, that's true. What about you, big boy? What you got for your picks?
I went 4-2 last week, and I'm 15-9 on the season. This week, I'm going to pick Stanford plus 3 at Washington. I'm taking Ole Miss minus 14 against Memphis. I'm going to lay the 4 points for Duke against Virginia. I'm taking North Carolina plus 10.5 at Florida State. I'm going to take Georgia plus 3.5 against Tennessee. And in the NFL, I'm going to lay the 7 points and take Cincinnati against the Miami Dolphins. So there are my picks, buddy. And now, here's the round table. This week, we talked about the timing of the Les Miles firing at LSU, and we also broached the subject of can anybody beat Alabama in the SEC?
I'll start out by taking the subject of Les Miles, okay? We knew going in this was going to be his last year, one way or the other. Mm-hmm. And you can't have the kind of offense he's had there, Cam Cameron, with a super player like Fournette and not get more out of him. Right. This is a game, as Steve Spurrier told me the other night, had it gone the other way, there were 2 more seconds on the game, and Auburn had lost, guess who would have gotten fired? Yeah,
the other guy.
Miles would have been fired and not Les Miles. So I think Les Miles was stubborn. He didn't react. He didn't respond. And the result of the scoreboard was not good. Joe Oliva had no choice. So I think it was the right time, right thing. You guys?
I think that Les Miles has forgotten this hit in the 1970s and 3 yards in a cloud of dust doesn't cut it in the SEC anymore. He refused to go to a 21st century offense because he thought he could run Fournette 34, 35 times a game. It wasn't working. It hasn't worked, and it cost him his job.
September. It's only September.
Cut bait and moved the boat.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think after the loss the other day, the writing was on the wall, whether it happened this week or whether it happened at the end of the year. And I know the argument about, perhaps Les playing himself back into the job a la 2015, but I don't think that was going to happen. You've got to change the scenery and get somebody who's more up to date in there. Because when you've got a guy like Leonard Fournette in your backfield and you can't take better advantage of that weapon, that's on the coaching staff.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. The SEC. Alabama's corrected everything now. They got their quarterback. They're playing pretty well. Is it Alabama's to win or lose? Who wants to go?
This is an easy one for me. Tennessee, while beating Florida, still did not impress me enough. I also saw what they did against App State and Ohio, so I don't think that they can beat Alabama. Georgia got embarrassed this weekend. I don't think they can beat Alabama. And we know what happened to Florida this weekend. Right. And I definitely don't think anybody in the West other than Ole Miss could have beat Alabama. Alabama's already beat them. So the only way Alabama loses